Let's remain standing now. You are in for something today. I tell you, goodness. Thank you for coming. We are preparing now to launch our new CD. Love to Give is the title of it. The tapes will be in next week, but we have the CDs this week. So we're ready, y'all. We're ready. We want you to make sure you get downstairs and get some CDs. But we're going to do a few numbers today. You'll be hearing some of them. But I want you now to give your love. Amen. There's love to give from all of us. Now give it. Come on, give your love. Give your love. Listen, 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 listen.
Oh Lord, this is a day you've made.
Join hands.
We want to rejoice in it, be glad in it, and enjoy it. Don't let anything take our joy or our love. Let our minds and hearts focus that we can be strong and hopeful and loving and spontaneous. And as we celebrate, Lord, we are reminded of those whose bodies are racked and crushed by suffering, those whose minds are tormented by grief, those whose beings are enslaved by slavery or poverty or class or other tyrannies. Remember them, Lord, and set them free. Set them free, Lord, as you make us sensitive and compassionate to those around us and those without. Renew us this morning, O Lord, with your Spirit. Renew us that we might be courageous and purposeful. Renew us that we might have a sense of gratitude and thanksgiving. Renew us that we might be generous and kind and thoughtful. Renew us with your purpose and will, that it might flow through us to others around us, our friends, our family, our loved ones, our community, our world. Make us instruments of your grace and vessels of your love. And Lord, let us demonstrate in this community that diversity is possible. Not just a dream, but it's realized. That we as all people can love together, can work together, can hope together, and if we fight, can love and forgive together. Oh Lord, thank you for helping us get it together. And Lord, as we come to celebrate this morning, we've acknowledged this month all the women, and we want the entire society and all the world to crash all glass ceilings and raise up the ground for every woman everywhere, that they might experience justice, equality, and freedom as the rule of the day. Amen. Hallelujah. Right on.
Right on.
Shalom.
Shalom.
And salam.
Salam. We're going to sing now. Kumbaya, my Lord. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. And we want you all to sing it with us. Everybody singing. Kumbaya, my Lord. Come by here. Words on the wall. All right, here we go. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Oh, Lord. Kumbaya. People are searching, Lord. People are searching, Lord. Yeah, people are searching, Lord. Kumbaya. People are searching, Lord. People are changing. Hear me, Lord. Hear me, Lord. Come by, yeah. Come by, hear me, Lord. Now turn around and embrace your brothers and sisters. Embrace each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody's got to sit down now. Sit wherever you are there. Sit down. Boy, we should get a lot of money today, I tell you. Make sure you sit down now. The folks got to see beyond you, over you, under you. We've got the first number that the children will do is not on the recording. The second one is, though. And so, am I right about that? Okay. Okay. So this is a group of children. We have a lot more. Some of them sleep over time and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, they're here. And they are ready. Let's hear it for the young people now. is it for jazz, the soloist. Ron and Denny and John. Thank you. You okay? I think everybody, you must realize that this has been a dream of ours and that we're pretty full. And so if we break down and when we break down, just break down with us. This has been a very important task and step that we have made at this point. And what we're going to do is, Carol, who is here, not too long ago, we thought that Carol would not make it, that she would die. Well, Carol is much alive and singing. She's going to sing God Is.
Praise him, praise him, praise him. Because he is so good.
Give it up.
My protection.
Oh, yes.
God is my all and all. God is my light in darkness.
Yes. Yes.
God is
Yes.
my all
My all.
and all. God is my joy in the times of sorrow.
Yes, he is.
here. Where's Jan? Janice Miracatani, and where is Sally? My assistant. Janice is my boss. Come on, boss.
Yay, boss.
Yeah. Sally produced our record. Bert Alberta produced our CD and tape. Here's Alberta. Jan is the executive producer. Sally worked with the Glide Ensemble. Jan worked with the Glide. We want to thank you, all of you. Look, women, all women, all women. Anybody want to say anything?
I've been blessed in spite of myself. And the main blessing is having always been able to work for men of visionary stature. When Cecil asks me to do something that I tell myself is impossible, because he's a visionary, he inspires me to meet all the deadlines. All right. Even though I was scared to death. And I'd like to thank Cecil and Jan also for help being there and standing beside me when I needed to make some changes. All right.
Okay. We're going to do another number now. Come on, Karen, where are you? Come here. You better get ready. You better get ready now.
It's hot.
You ought to. Oh, if God has been
How about that, huh? Huh? How about that? We are having a great time today. Aren't we? Oh, yeah. Great time. Give me my mic. Will you? Thank you. Thank you. So good. So good. We have worked very hard. 3 and 4 times a week, 3 and 4 hour practices, putting music together, bringing harmony and balance, bringing contemporary, crossover, cross-under, everything else, y'all. Tell you, bringing it together so you can experience it, so you can claim it, so you can own it. My brothers and my sisters, I'm so happy today. I'm full. I'm just full. Period. Full. I'm full about that article in Life magazine. I'm full about all those calls we get that say, "What's wrong with you folks?" Somebody called the other day and said, "If you too says that it's a good church, then we too say it's a good church." Lord have mercy. Of course, some folks have not been that pleasant. I was at a place the other day where a man said to me, I went there to do a thing with some folks, and they were there as professional people working, and I thought we were going to do professional work. Until one of the men said to me, "What denomination are you?" And I said, "I don't talk about denomination."
All right, all right, all right.
He said, "Well, are you a Christian? Do you believe in Jesus Christ?" I said, "I don't talk about my belief in Jesus Christ. I do what Jesus does." And he began to shake. It's true. He said, "I'm getting upset with you. You're not a Christian. You won't say you are." I said, "Well, the folks who know me know I don't have to say it.
All right. Tell it.
And before I leave here today, you may change your mind." They worried about us saying we are whatever. You know, they want us to say it. And I keep saying, we live in it.
That's right.
We got love to give. Don't you know that? Well, so far. Okay. Here's what we invite you to become a part of this church, this membership. This is a family. We are a community. We invite you to join us, to come home. This is home. You, even if you got a home, you don't have a home like this one.
All right.
Not like this one. Fella came up to me after 9 o'clock today and he said, "Cecil, you often talk about the many different kinds of races you got. How many different kinds of practices do you have in regards to therapy?" I said, "I don't know, but however many we got, I'm taking all of them." You know? So we got to check and see what kind of therapists we have here, you know. Okay, here we go. Join this community. When we get through, go through that door, first door to your left, go right in. There'll be people there to love you, to embrace you, to greet you, to say, "Welcome home at last." Because we got love to give. Love to give. I want to make a special presentation here of someone who's here from Washington, D.C. She has come to see what we're doing and stayed 3 days. Stephanie O'Neill is the acting director of the Center for Substance Abuse Prevention. Jan works with Stephanie in her capacity as a member of the Advisory Council of SAMHSA, of SAMSA, of the Substance Abuse Prevention Program. And so we're very pleased that Stephanie is here and that Jan serves on that advisory board. It's critical that we have somebody in Washington and we have somebody in San Francisco. Stephanie, stand up, folks, will you please? Thank you very much. Stephanie O'Neill. I'm going to do something. You want to say something? You didn't know I was going to do that, did you, Stephanie? Yeah, stand up here and say something.
I wasn't prepared for that. I feel in the last 3 days what I've seen here at Glide is just wonderful, and I feel very honored and privileged to be able to partake of this wonderful celebration today. And Jan, thank you very, very much. Thank you, Glide.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was not going to do this until a few Sundays later, but I got to do it. I just got to do it. Jan received an honorary doctorate degree recently. Yes. Dr. Mirikitani. Come here, Doc. Come here, Doctor. Doctor in the house. We now have a doctor. Don't you want to say something? Just a little thank you or whatever?
Thank you. You know, I want to thank Steffi O'Neill for coming out here because CSAP, which is the Center for Substance Abuse Prevention, was our first grant and from the federal government. And it's because they believed in what we did at Glide in terms of the extended family concept, our comprehensive approach to dealing with problems of drug abuse, at-risk kids, and it really has helped so many of our kids in the area of prevention. So we want to thank CSAP, Steffi, and all the crew in Washington, D.C. that believed in our model. So thank you for that. And thank you for your support, Glide family. I love you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who's going to take up the offering? And who's going to read it? Lori, come on with the announcements. Elizabeth Hughes, come here and make a statement about the offering, please. Where's Lori? Oh, there you are. Come on. She's where she belongs. Okay, Elizabeth, you go first.
Okay, good morning. It's wonderful that Glide gets grants, such as we just heard about, and that there's money. We're all aware Glide has a lot of press and a lot of public attention directed to it. But what you may not know, whether you've just are here for the first time or have come a lot but just sort of come in here on Sundays and do this celebration and go out back to wherever, you may not know there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people for whom Glide is the only resource, or one of the very few resources for all areas of need in their lives. Amen. And I don't know how political y'all are. I'm not very political, but I'll tell you, this state is cutting back and cutting out and cutting down and putting down and wiping out, and it pisses me off. Pisses me off. Hey, if we can't talk in church, where can we talk? We can't be mad at church. Where can we be mad? If we get mad here, maybe we can get mad at home, and then maybe we can get on to forgiveness like we were talking about here a minute ago. Damn it. Now listen, I'm supposed to be asking you for money, but I had to let this stuff out first. Because, you know, I want to tell you, I'm serious. It's easy to come here and get romantic. Isn't this romantic? We're in the biggest church in the country, and we get to sit in the windowsills and be multiple colored and everything. You know? That's romantic. We're talking about saving lives. We're talking about all these neat children you saw here. I was looking at their faces. They still look like they haven't been broken yet. So let's not let them have to go through getting broken and come back here in their 40s and 20s and 50s and try to get themselves back together again. Damn it. We need the money. Okay. The ushers are going to start coming from the back now. Go in your pockets, go in your pocketbooks, get out your checkbooks, get out your paper folding money. We take, what do you call those? Cash, traveler's checks. I mean, listen, I'm serious. Credit cards, we take credit cards. You can come downstairs. I'll run them up for you behind the table, I promise you. We need money. There are over 37 programs here at Glide that address all levels, all members of the community. You know, people are always coming to Glide and saying to Cecil, well, how do we start a Glide over there in Peoria, Illinois and stuff, you know? And I think they can create, clone some kind of a Cecil. We'll go up there and preach and it'll be fun and we'll have a multiracial thing. It takes money. It takes work and money to do this. Especially in a state where people, never mind, I said that already. Anyway, the ushers are coming from the back. We want you to give very, very, very generously to Glide. We're honoring women this month. Some of us honor them all year. And we're honoring the little small women like that. And we need to help them and help their moms and their parents and people not have to get broken, okay? So be generous. Thanks.
We need somebody to give the announcements because I'm not going to follow that. Hi, I'm Lori. Hi, Lori. I have a few simple announcements. Okay, we're putting together a children's theater group, and if there are any adults here today that are interested in the theater and would like to volunteer to help us, sign up at the volunteer table downstairs. Easter is next Sunday, and we need volunteers. Again, the volunteer table is downstairs, and you can go see Faye and sign up for a time slot so you can come help us out. We also need candy. We make over 300 Easter baskets that we're going to give out next Sunday. So if you could bring candy sometime during the week to the volunteer office and help the Easter Bunny fill those baskets, we would appreciate it. We also have a new information table downstairs that you can get a flyer and learn all about Glide if this is your first time here or if you've been coming and want to know more. And last but not least, we have brand new t-shirts and the new CD we all know is out today. The old CDs are down there, and I have a challenge because I've been doing this for about 5 years. I'm not going to tell you how many CDs I sold after the 9 o'clock, but I'd like to double it. So everybody come down and buy a CD and the t-shirts, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Elizabeth. We have books downstairs. Jen's book, my book, the children's book.
Always forget that.
Yeah.
Always get in trouble.
That's all right. No problem. Please come by and look at those as well. Next Sunday is Easter. We begin at 6 a.m. with a sunrise service, Glide Ensemble singing, people witnessing. Ron Swish is going to speak at 9 o'clock. We have another celebration with the Glide Ensemble. I'm going to speak at the 9 and 11 for that Sunday, Easter Sunday. Glide Ensemble is going to sing. We're going to have a great time, a rousing time, an experience, no doubt about it. Come on, be with it. We're going to also have an Easter egg hunt. urban Easter egg hunt. We are still looking for more eggs. Make sure that you get the eggs to us that have been boiled for at least 10 minutes. And we take the eggs and we just go outside and roll them on the street, on the asphalt. That's an urban Easter egg hunt. We would like to employ more and enjoy more participation from a large number of young people, like the ones who sang here this morning. That's right. Hillary Clinton is coming on June 6th, and they have made a request that our children sing for that occasion. That's right. So I want 60 or 70 of our kids here, okay? Be sure you talk to Ron and Denny about joining the group. Okay? Having your children join the group, we'd be very pleased to have you. What else, Janice? Okay, yeah, thank you. Michael Fargo is a creative genius. He's the one who's done these signs, these designs for us. Love to give. He's always doing something like this. Thank you, Michael. He raised his hand for a change. I announced this at the 9 o'clock. I want to put emphasis on it again at 11. There is turkey and dressing and all the trimmings downstairs. I saw that gravy when they dipped it up and poured it over that dressing and turkey, and it was so good. I put my finger under that gravy, put it up to my mouth. It's so good. You can do that too. Just buy a plate, that's all. What we're doing is when we get ready to eat, you get your plate, you go outside. We've got tables set up out there. The sun's out there. Work on your tan. Please work on your tan. Okay? It's a great time to sit and talk and eat with folks that you don't know, that you would not know unless you sat down and ate with them and talked to them. Amen. Okay, so let's do that. Yes. Here's an opportunity for us to be around church for more than an hour. Yes. Okay? Enjoy yourself while you're here. At 1 o'clock, we're going to come back in here and we're going to raise the roof off this church. Because we're going to sing about 8 of our numbers or more. We're going to have a good time, and you join. Some of you go home, though, but some of you can stay. No, we're going to have a good time. There's a lot of folks out there right now waiting to get in here at 1 o'clock, okay? We love you. Now what we're going to do is our special theme song, Love to Give. Janice and Ron and John and I put this Love to Give together. We composed it and arranged it and everything else. So we're going to do it now for you. Love to Give.
When you feel the Spirit call and you've come to give your all, and your life needs love and care, and nobody seems to be there, what a joy, what a life to live. Just reach out and reach within, let the Spirit's touch begin. Now's the time, tongues of blaze, lift your voices in loud praise. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a light, what a place, what a people, and what a gift, what a moment. Oh, I've got love to give. What a joy, what a faith, what a hope, what a love, what a joy, we love to give. When you feel the Spirit call and you come to give your all, and your life needs love and care, and nobody seems to be there. What a joy, what a life to live. Just reach out and reach within. Let the Spirit's touch begin. Now's the time, tongues of blaze. Lift your voices in loud praise. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a life, what a place, what a people, what a gift, what a moment. Oh, I've got love to give. What a joy, what a faith, what a hope, what a love, what a joy, with a love to give. What a life, what a love, what a place, what a world, what a place, what a people, with a love to give. Oh, love to give.
Judy Grahn says, "Ho and ho, poor death, we do not hold hands with you. We do not believe in you. From the love we give at Glide, I say this poem for World AIDS Day. We've been too much taken up by life, death. We give you nothing of ourselves, death. We list our losses in voices like thunder. The face of the sky awakens. Names are written across our eyes, too many names. But their lives like rain feed us, heal us. We speak in languages that all understand, that greed and fear will not crush us, nor escape in our silences. Indifference and genocide will not be tolerated, nor neglect of any race or class or age or gender or sexual orientation. No, no, death will not feed on us, nor profit from us, because love has consumed us. Compassion ignites us, and we blaze like bright ribbons from the sun.
Let's hear it for Imogene and Roosevelt. For Janice Spiricatani and John and Ron and the band and the Glide Ensemble. Yeah, send a love to me. Send a love to give. 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 Send a love to give. Love to give. Love to give. I want to give you something new for the next 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 minutes, but something like that. Give you something new that I've been working on that's coming close to me. In fact, you've heard me talk about something that I want to mention this morning, but you've not heard me articulated and interpreted in the way that I will do at this time. One of the reasons I'm here, one of the reasons I'm alive, one of the reasons that I am a part of what is going on here is because of self-definition. I've been looking for myself for a long time. I don't know about you. Because there are those who have lost themselves, who have lost self, and most folks don't even know it. In fact, the folks who've lost self don't know they've lost it. If you break a leg, if you hit your head against the wall, if somebody cracks your head open, you give attention to it. You say, I've got a cracked head. It's open. It's bleeding. But when you lose yourself, nobody pays much attention to it. See, selves are not that important to those who are on the run. What some therapists call, psychiatrists or even philosophers call psychic death, like spiritual death, like human death. Not physical death, but emotional and spiritual. Feeling death. When all feelings are cut off and there are no feelings no more. Looking for myself. It has not been easy, but I discovered something that if I can find the original Cecil Williams, the original self, if I can find that which is original, then I've come back home to the self, the real self, because so many of us have had to do things that were not original to ourselves. We have lost ourselves. We have been told that this is what we must do and be. This is how we must live. And this is what we must finally evolve with the profession that we're seeking, which is sometimes completely alien to where we want to go. But there are folks who tell us what to do so much until life is sapped away, because the original self is not there anymore. There are those who would take yourself from you. You know why? Because it weakens you. There are those who would program your mind, and the way to do it is to let you lose yourself, take yourself away from you. And so a lot of folks' minds have been programmed. A lot of folks' lives have been taken from them. The self has been taken away because people want to control the one who they think must be controlled. A lot of us are good at controlling other folks and can't take care of ourselves. That's why we want to control other folks, because we can't take care of ourselves. We'd rather take care of them. We'd rather have power over them. I have lost myself, but I'm not going to lose it no more. I'm telling you now. If I lose it, I know where to go and get it, you see. When I feel unacceptable, I'm beginning to lose the original self. When I feel put down, I'm beginning to lose the original self. When I feel like I am now moving from the center of gravity in my life, I am losing myself. It is the center of gravity that holds the self right where I can live my life with a semblance of freedom and a sense of realism and an understanding that this old self is a good old self if you know what to make of yourself. You see. People get despairing, often get despairing. People get down and out and low and heavy. People sometimes just feel like, how can I continue with this? I don't know, except one thing I discovered some time ago, that the very self that is original is also a part of my soul. And my soul, you see, is that dimension in my life which grows the self and the whole me into something. Because it is not only me, the soul is, it is something else beyond me, above me. It extends farther than even the me, Cecil Williams, wants to go, you see. And so what to do with that soul is say, soul, how can I give an account of my life? And in the New Testament it says you got to lose your soul if you're going to gain your life. Well, how you going to lose your soul if you don't have a soul? That's why self-definition is so important. Because if you got self-definition, you're beginning then to make the soul come alive. The soul and self-definition nourish each other, and they become a force in your life, in your existence. You know what? When I came here, I knew that I had to have something beyond what I had when I got here. And what I decided was, what I had to have was I was not going to let people here who had been in the church for 40 or 50 years tell me, you can't open up our church. I decided that my soul and myself would be strong enough to even take on whoever said, you can't do anything here. And what happened is I began to feel the massaging of my soul and myself coming together, and I gained more strength. I became more courageous. I left the cowardice behind me and said, I'm not going to be no coward no more. I'm going to stand up to you because I want you to know that you may be the church, but not my kind. I know another church. I know another church that has spirit. I know another church that has diversity. I know another church where people can come together no matter how different they are or no matter how much they're down. I know what suffering is. I know what pain is. I know what joy is. I'm going to build me a church of joy and pain and suffering. Yes, I'm going to be courageous. And I said to everybody that came in contact with me, I'm defining me, not you anymore. That I found something when I got here, that God was already here before I got here. And if God is here, then what have I got to be afraid of? If God is for me, who can be against me? And so early in the morning, when I would drive down to this church, there were 40, 50 people here. And as I would go downstairs where the coffee house is now, and they would be down there putting on those robes, getting ready to be holy. And I could hear them cussing at me, saying, why did that nigger come here? And I said, nigga, show them how you came here. I came here to do something new, says the New Testament. I came here to create a new community. I want to go to the mountaintop, and I want to take some people with me who are different color and different race, different culture, different class. I want to take gays and lesbians and bisexuals with me. I want to take a community of people who can stand up on Sunday morning and sing and shout and clap and not be worried about who's looking at them. That's what I want. So I studied Søren Kierkegaard. And Kierkegaard talks about the loss of self. That's death. Sickness unto death, he calls it. I come to you to say that when I read the stories of Jesus, I don't see one going around burying the dead. I see one raising the dead. I see one touching and healing and comforting and loving and sharing and giving and saying, I got love to give. Stood by the well and told the prostitute, the woman who was in sin, I know who you are. And she said, I know who you are too. You got love to give. Stood by the magnificent Elizabeth and Mary. Strong women. Giving birth to new life. Strong women standing up saying that the poor, since they're going to be with us, we have got to make sure that the poor get nourished, that they are not left out. And so they say to those who have, you're going to come down, and those who don't have are going to go up. That's what the women said. And come Easter Sunday morning, the resurrection time, I got to tell you about this one again. There were women who went there looking. Women are always looking, looking. Women were looking. Look at the women just looking. And they get to the grave, and the stone has been turned back away. And they looking. Oh, there's something in there. See, women can tell it before it even happens. And they look, and all of a sudden, they are the ones who brought the good news and said, Jesus is not here. Jesus is gone, y'all. I know a lot of folks gonna buy this tape because you don't quite understand what I mean by y'all, but that's all right. Center of gravity gone. Not for long. If you have experienced the music, you have experienced the center of gravity coming home. This music comes from the soul. This music comes from pain and hurt. It comes from a people who have been separated and segregated, a people who have been pushed aside and humiliated and told that they are nobody. But the people kept coming. They kept finding their way. They kept saying, we're going to define ourselves. You can't define us anymore. And so we began to say, I am black and I am African American. Thank God. Thank God. And so the music comes. It is the music that lifts us up. Listen to me now. Karen Harney says, the issue is, if you want the self to be nourished, then what you must do is be more spontaneous. Can't you just be a little more loose? Does it all have to work out that way? Can't you just let it work out this way? The spontaneity creates a kind of movement. It gives us a kind of freedom. It says to us, whatever you're going through, try to go on. Don't always take the quick course. There are other directions to go. Try them sometimes and listen to the blend of the voices who sing great songs, and let those songs lift you up and take you on. And when the Spirit comes, keep on moving, because what is going on is the self is coming back to its gravity. And when it comes back, the soul soars, the soul sings, the soul rejoices, and we form then a new community. Thank God for that saxophone player playing over there. Thank God for John Turk playing that music that sometimes it sounds like it's dissonant, that it may not be blending together, but once he hits those chords on that electric thing, whatever it is, they begin to make noise and blend and give music, and some of us can't sit down. We just have to get up and shake a little bit. We just have to get up and move a little bit. And then when these voices start singing and they start moving like they do, and these people start shouting, we got some of the greatest shouters in the world up here, and they start shouting, you know then that the Spirit is moving and the soul is on fire and yourself come home. Amen. Yeah. I love you too. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome today. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand today. Oh, deep in my heart, I believe we shall overcome. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Oh, deep in my heart, I shall overcome today.